Hi, I'm Alex and I'm Generative AI Marketing Specialist from Belgium. Originally, I'm from Ukraine, but today I am in Barcelona and I'm so excited. I just picked up my badge from ShopTalk Europe. It's one of the biggest conferences for e-commerce retailers, and of course, there will be a lot of topics about AI. I will be here for 3 days and I would like to research how people search, shop and consume information online. I'm sure it will be super interesting. Let's find out together. So first day of ShopTalk Europe. I'm heading now there. It's almost 8 a.m. In 8 a.m. will be breakfast with newcomers, people who are coming to the conference for the first time. I'm coming for the first time. So let's check it out. Yesterday we went to pre-party before the conference. It was so nice. It was a boat, it was sunset, it was Barcelona, so many cool people. We were drinking champagne there. I met a very cool girl from Ukraine. She's a founder of her own agency. I met a lot of very cool people from UK. And yeah, I think it was a really great start. So I'm really inspired because to meet new people who create something new, something interesting, wow, that's really amazing. And the workforce of the future, of course, I was researching a lot the topics, how jobs are changing, how your titles are changing. Even look at me, I am representative of the jobs of the future because my position in the company is Generative AI Marketing Specialist, and 2 years ago such kind of jobs, they never existed before, and it was just 2 years ago. Can you imagine what will be in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years? It's crazy. I believe that in the future and even now we already have so many different jobs connected with AI, like AI video maker, AI content creator, AI artist, AI automatizator, Gen AI marketing, AI governance, AI everything, like a lot of things connected with AI. So I believe in 5 years we will hear such different positions from the people. And the main important thing that also it's not about the positions, like you can create a lot of different businesses connected with AI. Now we even cannot imagine what is waiting for us in the next 5-10 years. So it's a very hot topic, and I think if you're working somewhere in marketing, e-commerce, you need to follow the news, you need to adapt, and you need to understand that you need to enhance your skills with AI skills, because maybe in the future your job and your title, they will be transformed into the title where you have this AI connection there. How do you see the future of AI agents?
Yeah, so we build AI agents in customer service, and it's quite easy to compare what was before and predict what's going next. So before customer service, when we were calling someone, writing an email or chatting, there was usually a person on the other side of a line, or some kind of a chatbot that all of us really wanted to skip. Right now, there's quite often that we interact with AI, but what it usually does, it's just answers your questions or maybe do some basic stuff, and you still need human to actually help you to solve the issues. What we're building here at AceWaves, and where we see the future, and I personally really see not just the future, it's actually starting even right now, is that AI agents can do the actual work inside the system. So basically, you're calling and saying, hey, I have an issue. An AI agent not just will give you an information, it will solve your issue. And actions need to be done to do that. But AI agents, they need to be safe. They need to be deterministic. So every time the output should be the same. So the guardrails and the whole, safety is actually allowing that to be safe. And this way, my prediction for the AI agents in the next 2 years is that as, consumers, as people, we will constantly talk to AI agents, during calls, during emails, or everywhere, and we'll be happy about that. And if there's a person on the other side of a line, we'll say, hey, please connect me to AI agent. I would say that software will change a lot. So for example, right now, our AI agents are being deployed in a help desk inside the existing system. I think all of those help desks, Salesforce and Zendesk and many others, they will become irrelevant. The companies might still be there, but I think the software will change completely, because all of the software that has been built up until now, it was built for people to use it efficiently. But right now, software will be used by AI agents, and it's efficient by default. So I think it's going to change completely. We're at a huge, huge inflection point right now.
Also, I have meetups every day. You have 1 hour meet up with people who you chose on the website. There is a special system, so if you like the experience biography of the person, you click like that this person is relevant for you, and if you have a match, you will have meetups. Meetups, it's like there will be a lot of tables, and you can speak for 15 minutes with different people from different companies. I guess it's a great choice to know the people, to speak with them about AI, and it's not a speed networking, so 15 minutes is quite okay to discuss some topics. It's not just 1 or 2 minutes you speak about nothing. So yeah, we will see how it will go.
So really, that whole notion of
So I walked everywhere, I walked around, I watched all the companies who are here, and I would say that my main insight that all the solutions, they're about AI agents and AI search. I would say AI search even more than AI agents. Maybe AI agents, it was a trend 1 year ago, but now AI search is more a trend. So yeah. Whatever you want. Cheers. Will all the videos will be AI generated?
Right.
Will all the videos have AI influencers?
Right.
What are the trends for the future?
Yes. So I think, well, you already have AI influencers that exist on social media, right? And some people actually have no idea that they are AI influencers. I think that we are going in a direction where people are familiarizing themselves more and more with UGC style videos and avatars and creating themselves as that. It is, you know, you're able to create such mass amounts of creatives that way by making yourself a digital clone, for example, turning yourself into an influencer. I think more than anything, it's very easy for people to do. And I think that's the reason why we're moving in that direction. And it's also good engagement. I mean, people are seeing really good growth with those videos. So while I think that we are heading there, I think at the moment, I think there's still a balance, right? Of having real influencers that exist and having lots of AI influencers or having AI creatives that exist. So I think that's a trajectory that I'm seeing in terms of trends and this AI space with UGC specifically. But to say that maybe all of it will be AI generated in the future, I can't be sure. Honestly, I hope that we will have a balance of two. And I think to the point of how we've, gotten our avatar library and achieved such a massive library is through actual humans, using those humans and getting their consent to be able to use them in AI. So I could also see that being, a similar parallel to influencers maybe coming to us and being like, hey, like, would you pay me to be an influencer in your library? So that's the way I'm kind of thinking about it. Yeah.
But how people online reacting on AI generated content? Because as I can read, the comments under the AI videos that this is AI slow. We don't like AI. We want to see the real people. What do you think about that?
I think it's a mix of reactions, right? You have people that immediately can tell and are like, this is terrible. This is AI slop. The other half are people that have no idea, right? And they're convinced by it. If you think about people's attention span, and this is kind of, things that I talk about all the time, especially for short form media, it's maybe 3 seconds a person has of, and even less than that now for attention span. They're scrolling past your video for like a very short amount of time. You might actually convince them in that short amount of time that that is a real person, and they might actually not care. But I also think there's another end to it where some people actually don't care, and they are like, oh, this makes my life easier to represent my brand. But then it goes back to another question of brand safety, right? So I think people have a mix of reactions to it. And I think that it's going to be like that. There's always two sides to a coin, right? There's going to be people that absolutely love it, people that have no idea. And then there's going to be people that are, this is AI slop. This shouldn't be AI generated. We shouldn't have this stuff on social media. So yeah, I think it also comes with You know, you have different places putting in a lot of ethics around AI, trying to disclose what is AI generated and what isn't. So I think a question to ask too is, how is that going to change social media? More people, you know, put boundaries around AI. But I would say that it's a mix of reactions for sure.
Yeah, we're the client expecting too much, right? And I think I mentioned earlier that we work with many continuous
You work in digital marketing, and from your perspective, what is the future of marketing?
So I think it's a very exciting time to be working in marketing. We're going at such a fast pace at the moment, and I think that's obviously an exciting thing to be a part of. AI search and LLM search have been a hot topic at this event, as you will have seen. So I think it's just about being ready for LLM search and AI search. At the moment, it's a small percentage of traffic, but I think it's only going to get bigger. I heard a stat yesterday that retail growth within the AI search space has grown by like 390%. So I think that's only going to get bigger. So I think the future will be about innovation, about being prepped for AI search. And also I heard yesterday about just really putting the customer first and just focusing on customer centricity. So I think there's so many things that could happen. And even what we're talking about today, we definitely wouldn't have been talking about last year. So yeah, it's just a very exciting thing to be a part of.
Do you think that digital marketing roles, they could be changed into Gen AI marketing roles? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's definitely space for both. It's using AI and knowing how to use AI to make things a little bit faster, make things more efficiency. But then I think having that human touch as well is really important. So making sure you're still using your brain and still using your insights to validate everything that AI is saying. But I mean, like I said, you see it at this conference. It's much more topical. I think roles that exist today didn't exist last year. So yeah, I definitely think that could be something we see more of.
You told me about very inspiring project about 3 days hackathon, how to build a marketplace in 3 days. Tell me more about this project, how you came up with the idea, how you organized it, and what did you get from that?
And we decided, okay, what can we do like without any presentations, without webinars, what we need to do, to make people, our teams, like to get this. So we decided, okay, we'll make an experiment. We organized an offsite. We had 3 days in Wrocław. We decided, okay, we'll be in the hotel. We'll be like offsite, and we were using coding agents to build a marketplace MVPs. We divided the platform to different modules, like for example, payment module or the checkout module. So we had different teams working together, all contributed to the one environment just to create this one marketplace MVP. So it was amazing experience, sitting shoulder to shoulder with developers and doing things together. Reading and writing specifications is the new thing. So it's not just you can put something and just AI magically can create the product. No, product knowledge and the domain experience was the most important part.
So the most popular question on LinkedIn is SEO dead or no, and what brands have to do to be adapted to the new era?
Didn't you know SEO has been dead for the last 15 years?
Okay.
And still we're here. A lot of debate is going on about that. There are a lot of tools. There are a lot of AI tools that are replacing marketing teams, right? In my opinion, haven't shown pretty good result compared to what real teams with knowledge and experience have been doing so far. Speaking of AI search and brand presence in various LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, the thing is that the foundation is the same as the SEO, right? For example, ChatGPT uses the tool that gets 90% of information from Google. Claude is a little bit different. Gemini, obviously, which belongs to Google, it uses the data from Google. The information mainly comes from the search engines to the LLMs. What's interesting about this layer, where brands may be cited in some informational queries or maybe a part of brand mentions in LLMs, is that it is the high intent traffic. If we're talking about brand mentions, when you pop up in top 5 or maybe top 10 lists for a specific service or a specific product, you get a recommendation, because you as a user you open ChatGPT and you kind of write an essay. Hey, I have a problem and I need a solution. So you present it with a problem, you require a solution, and you get a long open-ended answer, and you kind of rely on that recommendation. So what brands could do to appear in these brand mentions, a very simple but effective answer would probably be listicles. It is debatable because the Google algorithms have changed recently, and a lot of brands used to abuse the listicles, meaning that they would produce the listicles themselves, list themselves as number 1, maybe number 2, and try to promote their sites in this way. But if the information comes from a third-party listicle or a list, then you're probably safe for now.
So people don't have an expectation or a desire, to be honest, to talk to a human being in a fast food restaurant. I personally don't either.
How you see the future of the retailers media, maybe 1 or 2 years?
Look, I think especially this year at ShopTalk, I really love the theme, honestly speaking, because when you think about retailers, it is a lot of fragmented media that we've been years on years thinking on how can we stitch together. And what is happening this year with Gen AI is just so exciting because it enables us to much easily connect the various data points. But it's not just about connecting media, because nobody just wants another dashboard. It's how do you action it? So again, I feel like Gen AI can propel us a lot as an industry to create an agent native ecosystem where you have your reporting agents, your media planning agents, your activation agents, your digital shelf agents all communicate within one scope. And I really feel that this is where we will bring an army, so to speak, of agents with humans to kind of collaborate and co-create. Right governances with right QA, with right infrastructure for human in the loop, kind of evolve marketing from what it is and what we know today into a very, very interesting journey in 1 or 2 years' time.
What is your advice for retailers? How they can prepare for these times?
Connectivity. Be open to exposing, so to speak, yourself to tech. Enable that connectivity, because the future of media is a connected world. I mean, it's still I think technologically we are there. There is infrastructure to achieve this, but the companies themselves, the retailers, the agencies, the brands, the tech itself needs to agree that we need to expose ourselves and connect with others. So we really believe in and we opened our platform via MCP. We've had an API for a very long time. We now exposed our platform to the MCP to our partners who have their own Gen AI solutions, right? And we're looking at a future where our AI speaks with others' AIs to actually tackle marketing and media.
So today is the last day, day number 3. And yesterday the day was fully packed with meetups, and also there were a lot of interesting speakers who were speaking about the new reality for retailers and e-commerce. I really like it. I got a lot of insights from there. The insights I will share a little bit later when I will come home and I will write everything out. So after that we had an amazing pre-party on the rooftop. I met there a girl who created a marketplace in 3 days. It was impressive, I would say. And today I have a few interviews with people. I will ask just a few questions. It will be not too long, but yeah, and for the evening today I don't have any plans. I need to work a little bit. So yeah, it's even
a little bit sad to understand that the event is finishing today, but we will see. Everyone is saying that we are moving to the zero-click era. What do you think about that?
Because people, they don't want to search, they want to find. And when they find, they want to go out as quickly as possible with the products, without any pop-ups, without having a lot of variety. They want to find, pay, and go. Future, there will be no website, only instant store generate on real time, so people can see it, like it, and buy it, and go out with the product they like without too many a long journey. They want it like a zero click, as you mentioned.
What do you think about AI search? Will people buy everything from LLM?
No, I think still people will have a kind of a journey, but when they see something they like, and the impulse, especially if we're talking about beauty, clothing, footwear, underwear, all those kind of lifestyle categories, they want to have it like the fastest way, because today everything, people are in the Instagram and TikTok, and everything is so fast that they don't want to spend time if it's not necessary. So moving to website with a lot of products, a lot of pop-ups, and then they have to look for the products instead of like getting the exact car they want. So this is what people are looking for, to be very, very fast, very short, zero click, find what they want and get like the personalization with the right recommendations. This is what the customers want today.
So from yesterday, I also have one feedback. When I had a meetups, I met few people there who were making straightaway sales. So they were sitting in front of me. Thanks God, I had only 15 minutes to listen to that. So they are sitting in front of me. For 15 minutes, they're telling me about their company, what they do, what they sell, and they didn't ask any question about myself. They didn't ask where I work, what I do, which pain points I have, what I'm looking for my company, you know? Guys, stop doing straightaway sales. It's irritating a lot. At least don't do straightaway sales when you meet the person for the first time. You need to build dialogue, you need to build conversation, you need to build trust. We live in the world full of storytelling. Please, sometimes it's really cool to think out of the box how you can communicate with people, because straight sales, honestly, they're irritating me a lot. And now I understood that dialogue, conversation, and building the relationship with people, it's the main thing, because in the end I will remember not your company, not the name of your company. I will remember you. I will remember that, oh, I met one guy on the ShopTalk. He was so cool. We had really nice conversation and dialogue. We had fun. And I will remember that this guy, for example, was creating AI agents, for example, or AI search. And when I will think about this solution, I will remember this guy, so I will refer to him. I will not write to the guy who was selling me for 15 minutes and who didn't ask me any questions. So, yeah, have some time to think about the straight sales. Okay, so the shop talk is finished. I am leaving. And honestly, it's really sad feeling. I don't know, these 3.5 days, they were just amazing. I met so cool people. I met so great connections. I really like the organization. I really like the all side events, pre-drinks and so on, because I think that the best connections, they build exactly on pre-drinks events. All these meetings with people inspired me to research more about AI, to research more how AI is changing human behavior, shopping, the way how people consume information, because in the end, it's not only about e-commerce, retailers and shopping, it's about human behavior. And I think you can wait for the next videos for sure. If you like the video, please put a like or share and subscribe to my channel.